All right, y'all. Welcome to Higa's Playbook, the show that talks about sports, dating, and all things life. As a Seattle girl living in the Bay, it is the final week of the NFL season. The biggest game is here, and we also have a special guest. But before we introduce a special guest, we have the last game remaining in the NFL season. It is Super Bowl LVIII. I love that y'all do Roman numerals, but it confuses me. So thank you for people that say what number it is. Okay, so the guest that we have today is a very dear, good friend of mine. I used to work with him. I met him when he was working at Tempo, but now he is in New York getting his grad school on. The biggest sports fanatic in San Francisco from the Bay. Huge, what are you? Warriors, Giants, and also Niners fan. Everybody, please welcome Sam Yusim.
How's it going? Hey, thanks for having me on. Big fan of Higa's Playbook. Excited to be here.
Oh my God, I love it, Sam. Okay.
Yeah, we are rivals, so I'm going to put that aside, and it's like we're letting it go.
I think that's been like one of the most fun things about when you worked at Temple with us is just like the shit talking and just like the back and forth.
And the fantasy league. Don't forget about that. Come on.
Fantasy league. Let me tell you about fantasy league this year. I was like almost in last place.
Really? Oh, yeah. You didn't have me coaching you.
No, but I literally was in the championship round against Clarence.
Ooh.
But okay, I didn't know it was cheating, but I was like
cheating?
I was messaging Charlie on the side and I was like, yo, do you have anybody that you want to give to me so you can help me beat Clarence? And he was just like, Alex.
Oh my God, that's like textbop collusion.
What? I was just
many thumbs down for that.
I didn't know that was cheating. I thought that was just being
collusion.
I thought that was I was whatever.
Collusion.
No, everybody said no that I asked, but I was like, whatever.
That's pretty funny. I would have done the same thing against Clarence. I mean, I get it.
I wanted to win so bad.
Whatever it takes to win.
Whatever.
No, I'm with you there. I get it.
Whatever it takes to win, because I was like,
just win.
I was like, well, our commissioner never said anything, so.
Yeah, whatever. I might have, but I'm no longer commissioner, so.
Yeah.
Not my job.
All right. Okay. So Sam is a diehard Niners fan. That's why I wanted to bring him on the show because clearly I'm from Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, Seattle girly.
Right here. This camera's throwing me off.
Love Seattle.
And so I kind of don't really have a lot of opinions or emotions or feelings going into this game. So let's get into it.
Sure.
This weekend is Super Bowl LVIII. The Chiefs versus your Niners. Yep. And this is a little bit of a rematch, right? They saw each other. When was it last? 2019?
2019. Big revenge matchup. Yeah, we've been wanting this for a long time.
So just give me your thoughts about that matchup and how you feel going into this game. Like, I had a conversation with Clarence and he was like, okay, the difference, I think the main difference is the Chiefs are kind of the same team that they played, and the Niners are a very different team as far as like adding people onto the roster. So what do you think is like the biggest difference from 2019 to this weekend?
It's a good question. Honestly, like first thing I'll say, I feel like Clarence, Charlie, other big Niner fans at Tempo are very aligned on this, but this is a different Chiefs team, first of all. I feel like they lost a lot of their offensive weapons. That said, you can never count Patrick Mahomes out, and they still have guys who can get the job done. Mm-hmm. So although they have different pieces like Rashee Rice, Kelsey, best tight end of all time. Their defense has been really good at the end of the season and kind of in the playoffs. They have been winning on the road. They beat the Bills, they beat the Chiefs. I mean, they beat the Bills, they beat the Ravens. Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So I'm nervous to answer your question. So, but the Niners have been finding a way to come back in games and win. Mm-hmm. Like you said, new pieces for us as well. McCaffrey's been incredible. I think he was deserving of the MVP this year. I think he's going to have to be the best player on the field, if we want to beat them. Purdy's been incredible this year. So yeah, I mean, like different, similar kind of DNA from each of the teams, but like a lot of different pieces on the field too. this go round. I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a close game, but I'm very nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
How did you feel during last game?
We had a comfortable lead. We were beating them pretty good. I remember Mostert had a touchdown. They were up by like 10 with like 7 minutes left. And it was kind of like they had a couple turnovers, they had a missed, like they had like an almost touchdown, and it's like all of a sudden here comes Mahomes. And that's what no lead is safe against them. Andy Reid's a great coach. So I was feeling pretty good until I wasn't. So I'm just kind of like, the Niners, as I told you early in the season, like they're a better team when they're like, they have a lead. Mm-hmm. But that, we haven't really seen that as much in the playoffs. They've been coming back, against the Lions. So, I would like to have a lead against them again, but like no lead safe. So I think they're just gonna have to play they're gonna have to play great football for the whole game to win.
The whole game. And I think because I was, some of the stats too with the Chiefs is like they are the best defense to hold teams in the second half to like only 7 points. So if the Niners do want to come on top, they have to play the first 2 quarters as well, not the last 2 like they did the last game.
Yeah, that was a emotional roller coaster. It was painful to watch as a fan.
Every time.
They got it done.
Every time the Niners are in like that kind of a predicament, I'm always thinking about Clarence, you, and Charlie. And Melissa too. And Melissa.
That. Yeah. Our mental health was definitely suffering, and it's in the hands of Brock Purdy now. So, I love the guy, I kind of worship him and I have faith in him, but I'm nervous at the same time.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Oh my God. I think it's just going to be crazy because, I mean, y'all are a bunch of diehard fans out here in the Bay.
Yeah, I mean, you're diehard too.
I'm diehard.
Same language, yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. When I wear a Seahawks jacket out here in the Bay, y'all are afraid to say something. No, but you guys, everywhere I go, I got refused service at a coffee shop.
I mean, you're in Niner territory. I mean, what do you expect?
But I don't think Seattle people do that to Niners fans.
And you know what? New York people don't do that either. Because I wore a Curry jersey to a Knicks game. I was getting love. I mean, I thought I was going to get hate and stuff. Like, I do what you do in other cities. Like, I'll rep my teams. Like, I don't care. But, like, in the Bay, they'll definitely say something. In LA, they'll say something. Like, something about California.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. I respect
Everyone's
that.
on one.
I love it. All right. So, you're into big sports betting, right?
Yeah, I'm less so these days, but wow, you're exposing me.
But you know,
Sure,
like lines, sure. And so what do you know? What is the line for this game?
So it's moved a little bit, and that's the thing. But this is what they call a pick'em, which means it's like it's pretty even. Like the Niners opened up 1-point favorites, which is kind of crazy. Now it's gone to they're 2-point favorites. Mm-hmm. So you could bet basically on. You take the Chiefs at plus 105. So 100 to win $105 basically is how I'd explain it. So it's pretty much dead even. Like it's 50-50. That's how Vegas has it.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's the spread?
That's the spread, 2 points. And it might go to 2.5.
Oh my gosh. They have it that close?
It's close. Yeah. That's why we're all nervous because Vegas has it close. Vegas is right a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think the over under is at like 47.5 points.
I never understood that. How
what part? How they can be spot on.
Right.
I don't know. Algorithms and just they are really good at predicting it. Just
statistics.
It's all analytics, statistics. So who knows? They have like these models that they built out. So they're on the money every time. So, if I were betting, I bet on the Niners like beginning of the season to win the Super Bowl. So like it's a better payout, and I took them again start of the playoffs.
Yeah. So
I have those bets riding on just like Niners to win, but if I didn't have money, I wouldn't feel very confident one way or the other. It's really hard to say.
So obviously you think the Niners are going to win.
Yeah, I mean I have to say that.
What do you think the final score is going to be?
Oof. All right, I'm going to go with, all right, final score prediction. I'm going to go 30-27. Niners.
Okay.
Nail biter. Comes down to the very, very end.
Oh, God, which I feel like a lot of these games have been coming down to the very end.
I mean, yeah, Niners Packers was crazy too. Like, Bills, Chiefs, like, you can go down the list. Like, every game's been great. Gotta love the NFL.
Okay.
But it's painful to watch. So
It is, especially if you're rooting for that team. I think for me, I'm like, I just want a good game. I just want a good
oh,
Super
you're gonna get
Bowl.
that. I'm very confident in that. You will get a great game.
Like last year's Super Bowl was a great game, but it was just a lot of back and forth. And me and my friends, we decided to play a game and we're like, all right, we're going to take a shot every single touchdown.
Oh my God. Yikes.
We started doing half shots.
You were
'cause I was
having
like,
fun.
Yes, but there was only 3 of us in my apartment.
Oh my gosh.
We're not going to do that this year.
No. That was a high scoring, crazy game. Yeah.
Right.
I thought the Eagles would do it. I mean, that was wild. It was a lot.
There was at least like
I don't
4
know.
or 5 touchdowns in the first half between the two teams.
Oh my God.
So it was just
R.I.P. Yeah, hopefully you learned your lesson. You won't, play that dream. Although I think this game will be a little bit like, it won't be as high scoring. Like, my prediction is 30-27, but like it probably will be like under that.
Okay, 30-27. What do I think it's going to be?
Yeah, what do you think?
I'll go 2017.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people are betting on the under 47.5 points. So I think like that is a good guess. Like I think that could happen. I'm curious what Jonathan thinks, but I know he's producing.
Jonathan's just like, go Niners.
He knows. See, he knows. We're aligned.
Okay, and then who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl MVP?
That's a great question.
I think you kind of said it earlier.
I'm going to go with McCaffrey. I think he has the ability to take over games. Like he's been incredible all year. He can, if he rushes for, 80 plus yards and he, is good in, because he catches a bunch of balls too. So he could explode for like 30, 40 receiving yards. So I feel like, it'll be him. He'll be the finals MVP. He'll be the MVP.
Yeah, I think he has when he played the Seahawks this season, I think Christian McCaffrey was the one person that I was like,
yeah,
can we just stop this man? Can we just stop him? But then you watch him against other teams too, and it's like the same exact thing.
He's been doing it since probably like grade school, high school, but like I saw him in college when I was at SC and we did the weekender trek to Stanford and he scored like 3 touchdowns on us. He was just unbelievable. So He's been doing it forever.
Right.
And yeah, I think he's the best player in the NFL. So, if you are a difference maker like that, like, yeah, gotta go out and win. Gotta go out and win. And hopefully he's the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. I mean, he's really deserves it. He has had a great season, like very consistent and just.
Yeah, Lamar did just win the MVP for the season. By the way, I don't know if you heard, it was like just announced. So I think he won like offensive player or something like that.
He's insane.
Yeah, but like either guy is very deserving. What'd you say?
You're like, yeah, but yeah, no, Lamar Jackson's wild. He's a freak. He's like his athleticism is like.
It's incredible. Second to none. Yeah, he's one of the best athletes I think ever in the NFL. I mean, right?
Like you're
among quarterbacks for sure.
Yeah, you're going to throw like over 200, 300 yards, but you're also going to rush for over 100 yards in a game. Like that's crazy.
Crazy. Although Chiefs defense shut him down and they forced turnovers. So it's like, if they made him look bad like that, like what's Brock Purdy going to look like on Sunday? Like that's what I'm worried about. And I think that's what Clarence and all, Charlie and all these Niner fans are worried about. It's like hard to say, but they have played one more game than we have. So it's like maybe rest, will be a factor. So we'll see. I'm just going to be praying, cross my fingers, praying. Yeah,
all right.
Every day.
I'll be checking on you guys.
Please do. I'll probably be too stressed out to even text, but I'll try.
Okay, we're going to talk about something that's also happening during the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Usher halftime show. How do we feel about Usher in the halftime show?
So good. So good. Like, love Usher. Always loved Usher. You know, I remember getting down to Usher at my bar mitzvah back in the day. You know, it's like nothing's changed. That's still my guy. I will be tuning into that. I will be, you know, hopefully we'll have a comfortable lead at halftime, and we'll be very, very excited.
Where was Usher at 7:00?
Oh yeah. Wait, I feel like you've told me this before. I think you, yeah. It's not a terrible guess.
He was in his drop top cruising the streets.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam.
I can't stop. I can't get the song like out of my head. So,
do you think he's gonna open up with that song? I feel like that's a really good question people have been asking. Like, what song do you think Usher is gonna open up?
You could probably bet on that too. I don't know. You would know better than me, but yeah, if I had to guess, I would say yeah. Because that's probably is that his biggest, song, like, probably.
Yeah. I think it might be yeah. Yeah. Let's go with yeah.
It's a yeah. We're going with yeah.
I don't know. I'm really excited. I think Usher's a great performer. I was a little disappointed I didn't see him in Vegas, but he's going on tour, so I'll catch him. Okay, I know. Super Bowl. We got Usher. We got the Niners. We got the Chiefs. Okay, final question. What you
got?
What's your take on all the Taylor Swift action in the NFL? Like, are you a fan of it? Like, do you mind it? Are you like one of those people who is just like, too much Taylor Swift? Or like, what do you?
A lot of Taylor Swift.
Do you think it's real? Do you think their relationship is real?
Okay, yeah. I had this discussion in one of my classes because, of course, we're talking about it like at school, and my professors were talking about it and asking us.
Oh.
I was like very certain that it's real, but like apparently like a whole argument started that like, you know, people are like, oh no, it's publicity. It's not like, you know, it's not real. Like they're scripted. I'm like, they have a very genuine relationship. Like, knowing her and what she sings about, and just like, they are like a power couple. I mean, at least, you know, I believe in love. Like, it seems real to me. Mm-hmm. I didn't even see another, you know, an alternative. They went to on Kelsey's bye week. They went to Argentina, right? Somewhere in South America. So like they're traveling together. They're like, you know, yeah. Listen, I'm a fan. Like it can get a little bit much at times. Like, you know, I wonder how many times they're going to show her on the screen. Like
that's probably a Vegas bet or a Vegas.
That's definitely Vegas. It's probably like over 40 times.
Plus or minus 40.
Yeah, you can bet on anything these days. So I wouldn't be shocked. You know, you should count. Honestly, that'd be pretty funny. But
that would be a really good like party game with all your friends.
That would be fun. Yeah, every time. Yeah, there you go. Instead of touchdowns, every single time they show Taylor, you just take a shot or a halfie. You know, there you go. But she's gonna be crying up in her, you know, luxury booth, you know, up there in her box. I mean, so because the Niners are gonna win, so we're gonna be crushing her dreams. And you know, I love that she's, you know, an NFL, you know, fan now and a Chiefs fan, and all the Swifties are fans, but you know, they're all gonna be disappointed. They got close.
Maybe she'll write a song about it.
Maybe she's writing a song about Kelsey. I can tell. It's like it's marinating.
But it's like when you say like, you know, her music is all about love. Like a lot of her albums are about her breakups. So
no, that's true. No, they aren't. Yeah, pretty much all of them. Yeah. So maybe she's in a different era. Maybe she's in her like lovey-dovey era, and she's like.
Jonathan goes, I can't wait.
Yeah, Jonathan gets it.
I mean, yeah, like I'm not a huge fan. I
Really? You're not a fan?
I mean,
that's surprising.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like you'd be a big Swiftie. Or do you mean just like her like emergence in like the NFL scene and like being at every game and
in general, like I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan in general. Like I respect what she does and everything, but I'm just like I don't really like her music too much. It's catchy, but it's just not for me.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can see that.
But I mean, I do appreciate like how she has always organized all of her tours and done like everything on her own. So I respect her in that aspect and how successful she is. And she's brought so much money to the Chiefs too.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. So they better thank her for that because that's pretty crazy.
They better, yeah. She like a whole new demographic is now interested in the NFL, like little 12-year-old like girls.
Yeah. Which I was listening, or I saw like Aaron Andrews, and they're like, like I think it's so cool because Taylor Swift has brought awareness to all these like younger girls about football and XYZ. So it's kind of cool in that aspect, but are they really paying attention to football?
It's great for the NFL.
Right. Or they're like watching it with their dads or something cool like that. So I think that's awesome to bring more awareness.
Yeah, let's get more girls like watching the sport. Like, come on. Yeah. We love that. Yeah.
For whatever reason it is, whether it's like,
I mean, if it's just to see her at the game or if it's to see Kelsey, maybe, she did put him on the map. So
she did. I mean, her net worth is a lot more than his. So.
That's true. But he is the greatest tight end of all time. So, or going to be.
Yeah.
Probably top 2, top 3 right now. But when it's all said and done, especially if he wins another Super Bowl.
Wild. Him and Mahomes as like that duo is just insane, right?
Special.
Do you think, because my last episode I talked about is Patrick Mahomes on track to be GOAT status like Brady. And like I compared their numbers. Right? Oh yeah, for sure. His numbers are insane. Like, it's wild.
I'm pretty sure he's like more than on track, like at his age from where Brady was. Mm-hmm. Especially, he wins another Super Bowl here. Yeah. He's already got 2. Yeah. Knocking on the door again. Who's to say? Like, will he do it? I don't think so. Brady played a long time.
23 seasons.
23 seasons. I don't see Mahomes playing that long, especially with his style. He plays pretty aggressively and like he'll scramble. He gets hurt from time to time. So, I don't see it, but like he could get like 4 or 5 Super Bowls, which is like, so he could be like top 2. Yeah. And he's like almost there. So it's wild. Yeah. I mean, it's cool we're kind of in like a golden age of like, the NFL, but also like the NBA, a lot of other sports. So it's an exciting time to be a sports fan.
It is an exciting time.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. All right. Yeah. Rapid fire, quick question or quick answers. Okay. Brock Purdy, how many touchdowns? How many Brock Purdy.
How many touchdowns is he going to throw?
Yeah. Prediction stats for each player. Brock Purdy. Go.
He's going to throw 2 touchdowns. He's going to throw for 234 yards. And he might have, 2 touchdowns, 234 yards. We'll lock that in.
Who's going to be the leading receiver?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Ayuk. He's had, quietly had just a great year. Not even quietly. He's just had an amazing year. Yeah. Great route runner, great speed. The dude has incredible hands too. I think we all saw that incredible catch that he had that set up the touchdown in the last one. So Ayuk, I think he'll probably have like close to 100 yards receiving.
Shout out to my friend Joey, who's his PT and has been working with him a lot.
That's so sick. You got all the connections. See?
Shout out to Joey.
Shout out Joey.
Right. We already know this leading.
And shout out Joey the Bachelor. Legend. No. Sorry, I had to get that.
I have actually been watching The Bachelor.
So good. So good.
we have a fantasy league at work for that too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's the real fantasy league. Now we're talking.
It's super funny. It's great.
I'm curious. We might need to talk about that because I have thoughts. I have lots of thoughts.
Have you been watching it?
Oh yeah, of course.
We should talk. We should do this every week.
You should do just, sorry, I was so excited I couldn't even speak there. You should just do a Bachelor pod. We could just talk about The Bachelor or an episode.
Oh my God, we should. Okay, we're gonna do this, Sam, every week. Okay, I think we already know this. Back on track. Leading rusher.
So obviously it's gonna be McCaffrey, Pacheco for them. Two great talents, especially McCaffrey.
And what's his yards? What's his tutties?
I think McCaffrey will have definitely 1 touchdown. Let's go with two. Let's go with two touchdowns, and let's go with 105 total yards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 110.
Nice. Like I said last week, and this should not ever come out of my mouth, but I think the Niners are going to win. Like, I don't know if it's...
Wow, that's from you. That means a lot.
I know.
You just have this feeling, or I mean, I think they're a more complete team. Like they're a better team. So I think in that sense, they could win. They should win, but like they haven't done it. Like they haven't done it in my lifetime. So it's like their last Super Bowl that they won was in 1994. So they haven't been able to get over the hump. So will they do it? Like it's a huge moment. It's a big opportunity. So
yeah,
I'm praying, but like Mahomes has done it.
Yeah, and I think that's what was probably like scary, right? He has experience in the Super Bowl. He's been in this situation multiple times.
He's very dangerous. He's the most dangerous. And like we said, he is trending toward being one of the greatest players of all time. So that's not a guy you want to play.
And he knows it too, so he's super confident.
It's kind of like playing against like Kobe Bryant, in the finals. It's like, could he lose? Like, the Celtics beat him in 08. Like they could, but that's not a guy that you want to go against. They're just killers.
Scary.
So yeah, very scary. But we got some scary guys too. So hopefully they shine, and hopefully, McCaffrey just carries us. I think, and our defense, plays good, like for 4 quarters. I think, they could.
They could. All right. Well, good luck to you. I'll be thinking about you over the weekend. Thank you for being a guest on my show. Everybody, always. Sam, welcome.
Yeah, no, this is so fun. Thanks for having me on. Honestly, it was a nice break from like work and like
school.
Yeah, it's always fun chopping it up with you.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining. This is Higa's Playbook. My name is Alex.
Higa's Playbook. Yay, yay.
Yay, yay. Bye.
Yay.